sorry, Herman.
That's all right, Hal. I suppose she'll be better off. Here you are.
For what? Oh, okay.
What's going on? The folk in town are talking about you.
They shot on me. That's what.
What? Who did?
All of them.
Fuck him.
Wait. Tell me again from the start.
All right, if you want. They caught Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and a fellow named Harold that everyone calls Frost. They're scum who've been hunted for months. Now they've finally been caught, there's a big execution being prepared. Folk will come from miles around to watch.
And they got somebody else.
That's a good thing for you, isn't it?
It would be, if I was fucking doing it.
Isn't it the custom for you to do all the executions in Ratai?
It is. Not just the custom, but by bloody right. You're not being replaced, they said. This is just a loan of Gallows Hill.
They really did fuck you over.
My words exactly.
So who's doing the job?
They invited Executioner Heinz all the way from Kuttenberg. They say it's going to be a big show. Have I ever fucked up an execution?
When
I
is
always
the
behead
big
anyone
show?
And when his lordship wants to drag out a hanging, I leave them kicking for minutes. If he wants it quick, they're stiff as soon as I drop them. And they push me aside like that, after all these years of service.
What can we do about it?
Nothing. His lordship's decided, and that's that.
Nothing? You think they should be allowed to get away with this?
Well, no, but
You have the right to executions in Ratai, don't you?
I most certainly do.
Then you're in the right. Don't tell me you can't think what to do about it.
The trouble is, they already paid the executioner and he's come here along with his assistants. We can't stop the executions, unless Heinz drops dead on the spot.
Maybe that could be arranged?
Hal, I'm an honorable man. What the hell are you suggesting?
That was just a joke. I didn't mean it.
A bloody stupid joke. The best thing would be if he fucked up the executions. The famous Kuttenberg executioner can't handle the job. The mob would laugh him out of town and beg me to take over. They'd never invite him here again.
Great, so how do we go about it?
You gotta get rid of his weapons.
I don't know what the sentences will be. They'll only announce them just before the executions, and then it'll be too late to do anything.
Can't we just get him blind drunk?
That wouldn't work. He's no beginner. And even if we did get him drunk, they'd just postpone the executions till he's sobered up.
Would the bailiff know more?
Maybe. But most likely only Heinz will know the sentence. I've got an idea, though. Will you help me?
Of course.
Great. Thank you, Henry.
So where should I start?
Find out from the bailiff what their crimes are, and then have a look in the Black Chronicle at the Rat House. It goes back before my time. You're bound to find records of some similar offenders in it. You need to find people who committed the same crimes, and came from the same sort of background, noble or lowborn. That way you can find out what the appropriate punishments are. Then come back to me, and we'll work out what to do.
I'll get moving.
And Henry?
Hmm?
They want to do the executions on my gibbet at Gallows Hill. I can hold them up for a while, but probably no more than a week.
I'll bear that in mind.
Come back about everything else for now. I'm gonna go do all this other stuff. Witchcraft! Witchcraft! He's floating! He got the new 1, 2, buckle my shoes, 3, 4, buckle some more. Look at dude. He got the oh, what do they call them? The fucking, I can't remember what they're called. The shoes with the wheels on them. I'll talk to you first.
My respects to you.
Did you have some trouble here with a fellow from Uzhitz they call Limpy Lubosh?
We did indeed. He was looking for a fight and resisted arrest. He got a taste of the rod and the stocks, and so did his cronies.
Can you remember their names?
I don't know. There was one from Vlashim and another from somewhere hereabouts. They called him by a funny name, too. Smelly or Lousy or something ridiculous like that. Anyway, it should all be written down in the records.
Can I have a look at them?
It's not my responsibility, I'm afraid. Friedrich the Scribe
The
takes
Scribe,
care of the
okay.
records, and he's sick now. He said he'll be back to work when his joints stop aching. You'll have to arrange it with him.
Okay.
I hear there's going to be a big execution here.
There certainly is. It'll be a glorious event for our town. They'll be talking about it for years.
Who's for the chop?
The biggest outlaws and reprobates for miles around. Peter of Dauba, George Weiss, and Frost Herald.
What did they do?
What didn't they do, more like? They caused trouble all over the country.
All over the country.
Who's this Peter of Dorbo?
A noble who lost his fortune. He's been holding up merchants for months.
That's all.
At first. But then his gang started getting bloodthirsty. They wiped out a whole squad that was hunting them.
A
He
whole
won't walk away
squad.
from this.
He's a nobleman.
What can you tell me about Herald?
They call him Frost because he's always cool as ice until he starts. I've seen plenty of killers and thugs in my day, but that one's got the devil in him.
Why?
They say the only thing that'll put a smile on his face is the sound of screaming and weeping.
The sound
That
of
beast
screaming
kills
and
for
weeping.
pleasure. When they caught him, he had a candle made from the arm of an infant. For luck, he said.
Christ. What about Weiss?
No one actually knows where he came from, but they say the murdering started with him. He never leaves witnesses. He'd rather wipe out a whole village than take a chance.
Thanks, Bailiff. That's all I need to know.
Take care now.
Okay. It just randomly tells me I'm overloaded. Like, I was fine before I got on the horse. How am I overloaded now? This shit don't make no sense.
I need your advice.
Did you find out what they did? And did you read the Black Chronicle?
Yes.
So tell me what you found out, and I'll see what I can come up with. Just bear in mind, I can help you work it out, but you'll only find exactly what you need in the Ratai Black Chronicle. Every executioner has his own way of doing things, and this bastard might have different methods in mind.
Peter of Dorba has many murders on his soul, but he's still a nobleman. His neck is going on the block.
That makes sense. His crimes are great, but he's still a nobleman, so he gets an honorable death.
George Weiss is a bloodthirsty bastard who left a trail of corpses behind him. He hasn't earned an honorable death. He's for a long drop on a short rope.
A murderer deserves nothing better. That makes sense.
Frost Herald is the worst of them all, sent by Satan himself. The things he's done would make a demon blanche. The executioner will take his time with that one. He'll be begging to die. If I read correctly, it'll start with ripping the flesh.
Aye, could be. He deserves nothing better.
So, have we got everything we need?
We've covered all the possibilities. There's nothing more we can think up.
So, what's the plan then?
An executioner's greatest boast is to behead with one blow. That's why an executioner's sword needs to be a splendid piece of craftsmanship and sharp as a razor.
I follow you, but how can I get to the sword?
It won't be easy. The executioner's sword is one of his most valuable instruments.
Couldn't it just be switched for a different one?
He'd notice straight
yeah.
away. It's different than a regular sword, heavier with a blunt point. The balance is different, too.
I could take yours and...
He'd recognize that, too. An executioner knows his sword like the back of his hand. He'd notice as soon as he picked it up.
So I'll have to steal it, dull the blade, and put it back before anyone notices?
Yes, that's probably the only way.
That'll be interesting.
It's very interesting.
And how can I dull the sword? Should I hack at a stone wall?
I thought you were a blacksmith, son. It's enough to cock up the honing. That will make much less noise.
That'll do me.
With ripping of the flesh, the bastard has to suffer, but survive as long as possible.
So, if Herald drops dead right at the start...
The executioner will look like a fool.
But how can I make sure it happens?
Poison.
I don't know. It depends on the skill of the executioner. An experienced one starts in places where there's no threat of heavy bleeding. The sides, the chest.
And the Kuttenberg executioner is definitely experienced.
No doubt. They use a kind of special tongs, and in between the ripping,
Put
the
poison on the
convict's wounds
tongs?
are treated so he can take more.
Maybe the tongs could be spiked with something nasty.
And you'd know what to use?
I know a little, and I might be able to get something.
That would work. Good idea, Hal.
Okay.
That'll do me. What about the hanging?
If the rope breaks when it's done, it's an unbelievable disgrace for the executioner. Folk see it as the will of God, and sometimes he even has to let the condemned man go.
What about switching it?
That could work. I've got an old rope here I don't use anymore. It looks fine, but it's rotten. It'll be perfect.
Great, I'll use that. That'll do me. Thanks.
Well, I've got my work cut out for me. Wormwood, and Flower, Garrick, and Belladonna. Okay. It's 2 Belladonnas, right? Okay. You'll need wine and a handful of wormwood, 2 handfuls of belladonna, and 5 agaric. Leave the wormwood to cool. Grind the belladonna. Okay. Alright, so wine. Wormwood. Okay, well, that's going 2 belladonnas. And here. Do not boil. Finally add the alcoholic distill. Okay. Root Bane potion. Okay. I'm guessing the best course for that would be nights, so definitely want to save before I do anything else. Before I even try this shit. Fuck, he's got dogs. What is this?
If he tries to torture anyone with this, the lucky fellow will die quickly.
It's the rope.
That should do it. It'll never hold the weight of a grown man.
Go sleep. Okay. Let's see how I get out of here. Is it dull enough yet, Henry? Jesus. It's not even fucking dull. It says 79 still. Condition. It says 0%. Alright, so that's gotta be good enough.
Stop for a bit. I'll just give you a quick search.
What's going on?
For security reasons.
Shit.
As you wish.
Are you yanking my pizzle? Hand over all the stolen goods you have. I'll be keeping an eye on you. Now you can enter.
Did I lose a sword?
For Christ's sake! There's people walking here!
I did. Son of a bitch. Gotta do it again. Not gonna push my luck on anything else. I don't need to be weighed down or anything. Okay, let me see what the quality of it is before I start. It's 100. Okay, so I just gotta get down to 0. Down to 0. Nice. All right.
Stop right there. I have to search you.
Why?
For security reasons.
Whatever you're being paid, I'm sure I can make you a better offer.
All right, you can go, but not a word to anyone.
Thanks, buddy. I just gotta put this back. Need to knock this person out. What?
What do you want here? Go and play your game somewhere else.
Okay, sorry. Why couldn't I knock him out? I don't know, but I'm gonna go for it. From the other side. Fucking hell.
I'll fight you, cur. Get out of me.
Go weak at the knees, have you?
Missed.
Come on, Henry.
Fucker.
Oh, twist of the arm, eh?
You'll pay for that. Are you gonna cry?
Yeah.
Somebody else fighting me.
Oh dear.
I've gone weak at the knees, have you?
Hey, y'all better run. How do I put it back?
There. Couldn't chop the head off a chicken with this.
There. I guess. So now let's fast travel over here. I have nothing stolen on me, so fuck, I don't have a torch. God damn it. I'll deal with that later. Herman, we did it.
About the executions.
Is it done? Can I let them get on with the executions now?
Yes.
Now all we have to do is go and enjoy the show.
Alright, so I gotta go watch the execution, right? Yep, go watch the execution. Come back tomorrow at blah blah blah. I mean, I'm here. Where's everybody else? I don't know, maybe I just go there and wait. Get a good spot up front. I don't want to be too close because he might recognize me when I beat his ass. I'm guessing it's next day. Get our health back up fully. Can't sleep any longer than 6 hours. Shit. I suppose I could possibly go buy some shit. Let me go deal with these fuckers at the, over here. Is there a yeah, hold on.
What's going on there?
Coming in with that rate. Oh, yeah. I was, running around without a torch last night. I got a solid lurk on, bro. Time to get some hydration and food here. No problem. Enjoy what you're gonna eat. Enjoy what you're gonna drink. Appreciate the lurk. Holy sh! That's a massive fine. Oh, man. I mean, I don't really have much of a choice but to pay it.
Oh well, what can I do? Here you are.
You've purged yourself before the law,
Jeez.
but I'll be keeping an eye on you.
All because I didn't have a
Sure of that.
torch.
And spread your arms and legs. Let's see if you have
Oh,
anything
here we go.
else
I
suspicious
don't.
on you.
13 groschen. Good thing I steal a lot. Prick.
Yeah.
Well, I was on my way to buy some books. I don't know if I'm going to be buying any books now.
Yeah.
I got to talk to the scribe. He's up there. Even like knowing what areas I can go in and what areas I can't go in is still like a little bit tricky sometimes. Because it's just like an open door and you go to walk in and it's like, you're not allowed in here, but it's an open, like, dude's sleeping. Like, come on. I mean, I guess it's almost nighttime.
My respects to
I guess it doesn't matter if he's sleeping.
I need to have a look in the Black Chronicle, Friedrich.
and I need blessed relief from my suffering. May the Lord have mercy.
Well, I don't know what I can do for you except bring you a priest.
I'm not dying yet. I just can't get up.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I'm on the trail of those killers from Neuhof, and I need to know the names of the men who were sentenced alongside Limpy Lubosh from Uzhitz.
I can't remember.
Limpy Lubosh from
Once
Uzhitz.
I write the record down, it goes straight out of my head.
It's essential that I find out those names. Is there anything I can do to help you get back to work?
I can't go to work when I can't stand on my feet. Konyash the apothecary has an embrocation that helps, but it costs dearly. If you brought me some, it might do the trick.
How much we talking here?
All right, I'll try and get some for you.
Good luck to you.
How much? Excuse me. How much we talking? Because I just lost 1,300.
God save you.
Scribe Friedrich needs the embrocation for his joints.
What, again? He was here not long ago for some. He ought to make it last longer. I told him not to grease himself up so much.
He's been taking more than
Could
recommended
cause-
dose.
Ah, the older he gets, the more foolish he is. Well, did he tell you such salvation is costly? Have a look in the shop for yourself.
How much we talking? I don't even remember what the hell it was called, honestly. That's how much my brain. That's how good my brain is. I know it starts with an A. Aesop. Artemisia. Alright, hold on a sec. Embrocation. Get embrocation. So it didn't start with an A. Embrocation. 76? Sure. I'll get one for him. For your joints, sir. And not the kind you smoke.
God be with you.
It's funny, you can stand when I talk to you.
I bought you the embrocation, and you were right, it certainly wasn't cheap.
I know, lad.
Don't worry, I'll
I've
steal
been
it back
using
later.
it for years.
Will you let me have a look at the Black Chronicle?
Well, you helped me, so now I'll help you. Come along, and I'll show you our Black Chronicle.
That really is a miraculous ointment. You haven't even rubbed it on,
Come
and it's
with
already
me,
You know how
and
it is.
we'll
Faith
be
itself is the greatest
in a
healer.
world of
Just
ocean
thinking about the relief it will
violations.
bring makes me feel better. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Come along. May the Lord watch over you.
Come along, may the world watch over you. You told me to come along. Now you're wishing me goodbye. I can't read. I can read.
Could you find something for me in that book?
I can
Thing
read.
is, I
Don't know how to read, do you? So what do you need to know?
I know
I'm
how to
trying
read.
track down those Neuhoff cutthroats, and I need to find out the names of any cronies of Limpy Lubosh from Ujitz.
Give me a while. May the Lord watch over you.
Like, how long we talking here? All right. Well, I'll give you a while. I'm gonna go. I'll give you the nights. Okay? How does that sound? You have till the morning, upon which there should be an execution as well as information.
Hey, lad.
Excuse me, Miller.
Don't you want to know?
No wager on the rat attorney. And?
So did you find any mention of Limpy in the book?
I did. Apart from Lubosh, there's mention of some Anton from Vlashim and Hinek, known as Riki, from Ledechko.
Hinek, known as Riki.
That's a stone throw.
Reek!
Aye, certainly closer than Vlashim.
Thanks for your help.
Reek!
Thank you for that ointment.
Hey, no problem.
Good luck to you.
Just glad you didn't ask me to rub it on you. I said I failed a mission. Whatever. Track down Riki. But first, an execution. Still no execution. What are we doing? Guess we go by the hour and just wait. Want to see it. Put in all this work. I need it. Come on. I don't want to miss it. Oh, people are gathering around. Here we are. Okay.
What are you doing here? Tired of life, are you?
What did I do? What the fuck did I do? The fuck did I do?
Who's that?
Quick! Quick! What's the matter? Come on!
What the hell did I do? Oh, okay. They all got mad at me for what exactly? Maybe it's because I beat him up. I don't know if I can be there. Armor, conspicuous. Any conspicuous. Imagine all these people just showing up hours early. It's like a concert. They show up hours early and get a good spot for the execution. You can do it. Cut the king head off. Or maybe you can't. I don't know. Hey, here we are.
Commends my spirit in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, who redeemed me by his precious blood. Have mercy on me and lead me to eternal glory.
It's gonna be some violence here, so if you're not ready for that, maybe look away. This may get graphic.
What the
Oh. Off with its head. You're next. Oh, torture, eh? Like I said, this is probably gonna get graphic. We hanging someone? Well, I mean, that was the plan. The rope's gonna break. He's not gonna hang. Is he going for his testicles? You suck. Throw tomatoes at him. Boo! Boo this man. Where's the executioner? Should be laughing at him. Go to Herman for my reward. Herman should have been sitting there laughing at him. He's watching from his barn with his binoculars, laughing his ass off. Hey, yo, Herman, where you at, dog?
Did you see that? An utter disgrace.
It certainly was. The executioner couldn't hold his head high after that.
Look at all the dust
The
and
whole
pollen
crowd
in this
was looking
room.
forward to it, and right at the start, he fucked up the
We'll
beheading.
go with
And
dust.
then he took the tongs and and the fellow kicked the bucket right away. Jesus, how he gaped. and then furious as a rabid dog, furious, he grabs the last one. And he wasn't even able to hang him. I'll be forever
Hal. They
grateful
keep
to
calling me
you.
Hal.
You saved my job, and you deserve a reward for it.
Thank you.
Is Hal another term for Henry? I never knew.